Kawei, that's Hui Hui, that's Manman, and this is Debbie. We are the accountants for the firm. A company is created in law as a separate legal person. Therefore, this separate legal entity enables them to purchase assets and be liable for their debts. The owner of the business is called a shareholder. They will be able to purchase shares through the business in order to increase the capital of the business. Lastly, there are two types of companies in Australia. One is called public limited company, the other one is called private limited company. Company have many common features. One of it is their perpetual succession. Other than that, they appoint secretary and also directors in order for them to carry out the business. To account, they employ directors and employees for them to carry out real business. Companies are required to complete an annual company review for SACEI and as well as keeping separate accounts and tax returns.
A private company can be registered with 1 to a maximum of 50 members or shareholders. A private listed company must also have a secretary, which can be either a director or a shareholder. The name of a private company must end with Pty Ltd, which is short for Private Limited Liability. Also, a private company's shares cannot be issued to the public.
So for public company, it can be registered with only 1 member, which is the one shareholder, but no maximum. A public company must have a minimum of 3 directors and 1 secretary. A person can be both a director and a company's secretary. The name of public company ends with Ltd, which stands for limited liability. Assuming we are in Australia, the shares can be issued to public through Australian Stock Exchange. Public company can issue debentures, which means a bond or a debt that is not backed with any assets.
There are many reasons why people choose to open companies instead of the other 2 business entities. Now let us start off with the private limited company. The most common reason people choose to open private limited companies is the fact that it offers them a limited liability. Now what this means is that in the event that the business goes bankrupt, the maximum amount of money that the owner can lose is the amount of money that the owner has invested in the business. In the case of a sole proprietorship, the amount of money the owner can lose is unlimited, as if the business runs out of money to pay its creditors, the creditors can come after the personal assets of the owner. But in the case of a limited liability company, the maximum amount of money that the owner can lose is only the amount that he has invested in the company. The main reason companies go public is to acquire more capital. This is because there is only so much capital that can be obtained by a few individuals. By going public, companies are able to acquire capital from a large pool of investors from the public stock market. This also spreads the risk of the business among many shareholders instead of just one individual. Another advantage of companies is that they often have higher credit ratings than other business entities. This means that they can more easily obtain loans and lines of credit from financial institutions such as banks. Another advantage of companies is that ownership and management can be separated. This means that shareholders don't necessarily have to take part in the management of the business. This is especially useful for investors who just have capital but do not intend to run the business. Lastly, unlike the other 2 business entities, companies can have a perpetual existence. This means that the company can continue to run regardless of a change in ownership.
Opening a company has its disadvantages. First, a company is highly regulated by the law. Shareholders have a little say in the day-to-day running of the business.